Hey, what's up, everybody? Much love to the usual suspects. I hope everybody's had a good weekend. As we start the day off, um, just wanted to put out that good vibe. Uh, again, I'm gonna make this one short. This one's really gonna be a quickie. Just gonna go ahead and just kind of have a conversation if that's all right with y'all. Uh, you know, Basically. I wanted to respond to my brother Hiram. Um, he had asked me a question on the video, and I left a comment, and he responded, and much love to that. Uh, so I told him I'll make a drop on what I'm talking about. So this is kind of that drop. Um, so you got to understand, right, that history is still a story. So therefore, the rules of a story still apply. You have what they consider continuity, um, and then you have what they consider canon, and then just like a lot of like in any story, you also have what they call plot holes, which are basically mathematically very similar to black holes, where this the information breaks down, the laws just don't work anymore. Um, and then on the other side of the plot holes, you have what they consider legends. Every story kind of falls in this category. And as we rebuild our history of indigenous truth, these same things are going to also apply. Now, in the what they call the Hegelian dialect, I think it's called, where you have a thesis, and then you have two diametrically opposed to the thesis, and then you get synthesis, and then the synthesis becomes new thesis. I'm, you know, Probably, like, again, because this is just a quick hit. I didn't want to bring up a lot of videos and stuff like that. It's just just a me comment because it's easier for me to say it than it is for me to type it to write it out. But I just wanted to show them the love. Um, in any case, um, so what the question was, what I had stated was, is that the information has to be when we discover truth, okay, when we do our research and everything we know about it is to be this, okay, um, despite what everybody says, looking at the fine print, let's do what we can to um, let's do what we can to see if this is validated, do our scientific research, real research. um, Now, when you begin that journey on that information, as new information comes up, okay, as we gain a new understanding, we have to see which way the information fits. Does the information fit? Does the information fit in a into continuity, or does it fit into canon? Is it or does it fit into legends? An easy example of that I can bring up um, would be how the Bible is broken down. You have what you consider canon, as far as the scriptures are concerned, and then you have uh, uh, the apocryphal books, okay, and then which isn't canon, but it is continuity, and then you have the pseudepigrapha, which are legends, what I'm saying, that can fill in the gaps to continuity or to canon. Um, so, and you see this is also true with the book of Jashir and things of that nature. Now, just like I did on the prior video, um, on Ruth, and on Pastor John on Esther, on my quick hits, you know, I would, when I went back and was just reading through scripture, the name popped up because I've seen the name elsewhere. When we were trying to get back to our indigenous truth, we have to look outside of what canon. We have to look into continuity, which is history. This is why Saturn has got time. This and all this other good stuff. I just want you guys to this is why we go over what do these quote unquote gods mean in this thought frequency as we understand it. And everything is just really different than when we first started this journey. So the old information, if it's true then, it still has to be true now. But how does that truth plays a part? You know what I'm saying? Are we elaborating? Does it expand on the truth, or does it, change the truth? When we reread this information, okay. You know, uh, I respect what Brother King say. Well, let's go through it as if it's the first time. Um, my quote unquote playing the devil's advocate would be have enough hunger for the information. Go back and watch the videos your doggone self. You know, I don't, like I say, I'm playing catch up, and because I don't want to miss the train of thought that got you to where you are at now. Sometimes I might belly, but I try to avoid that because I want to see the progression of thought. So, and it's important that we go back and revisit the information. Um, but you gotta have that hunger to go back and look at the information for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Or 20 what chapters of Professor John? 20 huh? Who? Come on, man. 20 something chapters? Come on, man. You go back to when we started. Go watch Professor John chapter 4. Go back and watch Professor John chapter 9. Go back to that information, and what we know now in the investigation. Let's go back to the information we came across in the beginning and see. But that also applies to scripture. You know what I'm saying? We know that this stuff got this thought frequency all over. You know what I'm saying? So, um, we if we're gonna vibrate at the 432, if we're gonna get this indigenous truth out to the peoples, then we got to make sure that truth, you know, we got to make sure that truth is solid. You know what I'm saying? Indisputable. Undisputed. You know what I'm saying? And so that's that's what I mean. It still has to be true. The old information, if it's true, still has to apply. That truth still has to apply. So I hope that makes sense, and I hope that y'all start taking into account when we're going through the histories, when we're breaking down, when we're looking at these ancient records, this, that, and the other. The not just the mindset in which these people were talking in, but the overall picture. You know what I'm saying? When these people are writing about certain things, we have hindsight, which is 2020. So we can speak in a quote unquote better understanding in reality, as far as even though we're rebuilding it with off their information, their perspective. Because if it's true, it still has to maintain truth. Just like brother Hiram is reading the Egypt, the Grand Canyon. Um, Good job on that, loving that. You know, um, and y'all should check that out. Uh, the guy is looking for these same canyons based upon the information somebody else told him, older information. Now, if everything to be true, he should be able to start to recognize or see certain things if he's in that right spot, right? As he's looking for the caves. Same difference. Um, so when we go back and see the older information and where we were incorrect, or we can expand upon what we know, we can blossom, as it were, um, into the fullness of what of the indigenous truth and the beautiful thing that it is. So, just I hope that clarifies some things. And to that end, I want to say if anybody ever got a question for me, please by all means post a question, ask me a question. I'll make a drop to explain myself. You know, I like the conversing, the interaction, the powwow, as it were. So I wanted to say thank you again for checking me out. Check out the other video authors, Brother Lex Will, King Drop, Hiram Mark, Teaching to Me Priestley, uh, you know, uh, 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 um, Fire. Oh man, I'm just having a brain fart. But check out these other video authors that are out there, um, and 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 add to the information yourself. I will always encourage that, even if it's dropping a link. You know what I'm saying? That hey, check this out over here. I'm all for it. So, um, again, everything got to be consistent because that's what order is about. And when you can when you walk in order, man, like Solomon, man, you can vibrate at a higher level. Um, so with that being said, this will give you guys a little quick, uh, what I'm gonna do coming up here, real soon. Here is I want to go over some other legends that, as we understand it, we're gonna tap into some certain to tap into certain things because now again we have a different understanding of it. So let's go back to some other information that we might have overlooked. So I'm gonna jump into a different type of a legend, which is gonna be pretty. I think it's pretty interesting what I came across so far, and really break a lot of this stuff down from in comparison to what we know. Um, as I get caught up on the whole press with John thing, man. Oh man, from it's just me. If I get the time, hopefully I can I'll add that into the mix as it were. But man, when you look back on it, man, it looked like Europe was just quarantined by Prester John. I mean that's just how I look at it when you look at all the information, man. Like Europe was in quarantine for real. So they were trying to escape, and I say that because you got to know where these beefs and rivalries and family names and tribes and all this other stuff come from. So it gets deep. It gets deep. So in any case, let me get out of here. I wish you guys the best. Y'all are always in my prayers. Be blessed, stay blessed, bless others. And we're gonna bring it back to y'all a little bit later. And enjoy y'all day. Vibrate up, choose up, and don't worry about the in between because you are on this earth um, to help those around you vibrate up as well. We just not gonna do it in the form of hijack. All right, you be free because you are free. Stay blessed.